Cross-border e-commerce trade between China and Russia is on the fast lane, becoming a new growth highway for economic and trade relations. Russia's e-commerce market has steadily grown in recent years, with several Chinese e-commerce giants signed up for a strategic partnership with Russian retailers last year. They echo new trends in China-Russia economic and trade cooperation. Among important players in the field, the Ant Financial, a $150 billion company. And I'm joined here by Eric Jing, Chairman and CEO of Ant Financial. What a pleasure seeing you here in St. Petersburg.
Thanks, Henry. Very pleased to see you here.
One of the things that you have here in Russia is close relationship with your business partners. You develop mobile pay here.
Yes.
What exactly is the latest development?
So far we have been done to bring the China tourists to come to Russia. So using the most familiar way, which is mobile payment, Alipay, to buy things from here. So really can give them a great consumer experience for them. Also bring more business to Russia partners as well. So we're already having over 60,000 merchants, kind of taking Alipay across Russia, primarily in St. Petersburg, in Moscow, and the Far East, etc. Secondly, we're also looking forward to, we are showing technology with our partners, talk about fintech, whether we can help local partners to do more things to promote mobile payment and financial inclusion here in Russia as well.
But things are different. When you think about the Chinese market and the Russian market, the size different, people's habits of how they use cash, credit cards, and financial payment. How do you see the best way to tap into this market?
So we are showing the technology and also the experience how to driving the mobile acceptance and to create value for different sectors, and also showing technology on risk management, etc. But also on top of payment, showing how we can really using data and digital technology to drive the financial inclusion. Essentially, for example, providing SME lending, consumer lending, or the financing to small and micro companies as well. So that things are really kind of very much needed by this market as well. So it's good for the, because we are seeing the whole economy. The big trend is that really the trend is to be more inclusive. SME will play a more increasing role in terms of their growth, contributing to the growth, contributing to their employment, and contributing to the tax payment as well.
Wow.
So that's the part, the huge potential.
Certainly there's a huge potential, but there's always the debate about why some of the other markets in the world are not necessarily that enthusiastic about the mobile payment. Because they're thinking about security issues, because they're thinking about the sustainability to cooperate with Chinese partners. What do you make of that, Eric?
We go there to looking for a partner which have a shared vision, which is to bring beautiful things to local, bring change to local, to promoting financial inclusion, promoting help them to live a better life. So that's something we want to do. So we support local entrepreneurs, we support local companies. That kind of partnerships we also appreciate, that you help us to do that, not you come here to conquer someone, right? This is also a philosophy, different philosophies. So that's really, really welcomed by local partners as well.
So you think inclusion is even more important than security?
Actually, I don't think security is a concern. For taking Alipay as an example, from day one, we emphasize on the securities. We always say that if any loss arising from the payment, we cover that. From day one, we already kind of announced that. We guarantee that. And looking at that past 15 years, right now over 800 million people using Alipay in China. I would say we have never make 1 cent wrong in terms of payment, and we have never, make that kind of security issues. So that's already, demonstrate the robust of the system capability, robust of the capability of the digital technology in terms of anti-fraud to protect consumers as well, right?
Yeah, but that's what you do in China, right? Now you go out, you're doing your globalization, you're doing international operations. So it depends a lot also on the capabilities of your partners in different markets, isn't it?
Yes, it's true. When we see, for some local companies in different markets, for example, ASEAN, in Southeast Asia, when they do that on their own, we do see a lot of fraud, there are a lot of security, issues there. So we are very happy that we can bring value to them. So after we, kind of hand in the partnership, we share the technology, share the expertise, share the experience. We do send people there to help them to develop that capability, and also help them to develop local talents, so they can really handle that on their own. But we are seeing that with our sharing, with our kind of joint efforts, this kind of capability is much kind of improved, and that's something we also seeing the value of us. We can really bring value to them as well.
Eric, you've been with Alibaba for a long time. You've seen the ups and downs, the challenging time, the best time, but overall it's going up, isn't it? However, the world has been changing, some say. There seems to be a lot of geopolitical challenges recently. China, US, what's going on right now with the trade negotiation, if not conflict, is one of those examples. So what does it mean for companies like Ant Financial, fast-growing Chinese global company? You seem to have the key word everywhere, yeah? So that means vulnerability?
That's a good question. I think number one, when we looking at this, we do we seek to understand our partner first. It's very important to understand your partner, understand the other market. Secondly, I strongly believe that the whole overall the world is really actually for China, for our company, we benefit from opening, right? So opening collaboration is definitely something we truly believe. We said we definitely open to always looking for partnerships and to seek for win-win. That's kind of things we believe more can bring more prosperity, bring the more promising future for both sides. Certainly, I think the whole world is the development pattern should be eventually changed. Previously, big companies were kind of participating in global trading. Right now, it's a time with the more adoption of the digital technology. So all the small companies, SMEs, small and micro-sized companies, they got a chance to participate in global trading. Looking at the entire world, 90% of the population are in emerging markets. So how we can really creating jobs for them? How can really every ordinary people they can live a better life? Right, have rejuvenate economy, right? Not of things we can think of. So the world level just on one side is really, more. If we look more broadly, it's not of things we can do. We can drive.
That's a great point too. We need to look broadly, not just focus on one thing. Thank you so much, Eric Jing. What a pleasure seeing you here in St. Petersburg.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.